Welcome to the greatest podcast. Go argue with your mama. Hello. It's 2Mooresinapod starring Marcus and Deanna. You might just hear some drama. We all a little off kilter. But what you ain't gonna find around this bitch here is a filter. So put the kids to bed before you get comfy and cozy. This is rated MA, mature audiences only. We keep it real, especially in a room full of phonies. From the mill to a mill, get in tune with my homies. The more I got some peoples from the bill y'all should listen to. They provide that real that'll get you through. I got some peoples from the bill y'all should listen to. And I'm so raw, just let a dick get an interview. I got some peoples from the bill y'all should listen to. They provide that real that'll get you through. I got some peoples from the bill y'all should listen to. And I'm so raw, just let a nigga get an interview.
We back.
Hey.
I just noticed something.
I was just going to say the same. Well, let me see if you're just going to say the same thing.
Of course, we're talking about that white Corvette in the.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I just noticed something.
What you noticed?
That white Corvette got to go. We got that black beauty now. We need a whole new damn video.
Okay, dude, we got it. Okay. I just not noticed that Jacoby was at the end of that video.
Oh, yeah. I've been noticed that.
Are we still in there?
Huh?
Are we still at the beginning? I'm gonna have to watch it again. I wasn't paying attention. I had my eyes down.
Yeah. No, remember we cut some because
you cut me out.
No, I didn't cut you out. We just cut some.
Let me go back and watch it. You better not cut me out.
Man, anyways.
I was cute that day.
We back.
We is back.
We took Monday off. It is good being an entrepreneur, and we're gonna talk to a different entrepreneur.
Yeah.
But it's good taking off when the hell you want to take off.
It is nice.
Yeah, because we needed that Monday off.
Yeah, we did.
We needed that day off. Like people think this shit is easy, like setting this up and the cameras and this and the mic
working your full after you work your full-time job, your day job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It ain't no joke.
Nah.
But we went to Poets Playground last Friday?
Yes.
It was some bomb shit, wasn't it?
It was a good time.
Man, I loved it, man. And it's some bad motherfuckers on that platform. Like it's some bad folks on there. So, it was good. Got in there, heard some poetry, you know what I'm saying? Got some rum punch. You know what I'm saying?
It always surprised me when you willing to go because the first time we went, I was like, he ain't gonna like this. We ain't gonna never be able to go back. But
I strictly went the first time for our guests.
Yeah.
And then after I actually
not for me, I like poetry.
Yeah.
It wasn't for me.
Again, I strictly went the first time for our guests.
Oh, okay.
And then after that, I liked it the first time. And then so after that, now shit, like I go every night. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, I like to see you broadening your horizons a little bit.
Get out that nigga shit.
Yeah, I mean, you can be in that, but do some other shit too.
Yeah.
You can't just be niggardry all the time.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
We got to
introduce our guest.
Well, I am going to introduce our guest. Okay. All the way from Columbia, Tennessee, Mr. Frank Frizzy Sykes.
What up, people? What up, boy? Oh. Yeah, y'all know who it is. It's your boy Frank. I like that word, by the way, niggardry. That was poetic as hell. You can't be niggardry all the time. What's up, man? What's y'all up to?
Man, talking to you. We want to talk to you.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. We want to know it all. First things first. Who are you and what you do?
No, you got to say. State your name, state your claims, spit your
Y'all already know it's your boy Frank, a.k.a. Frizzy, poet and spoken word artist, owner of Frizzy Productions, curator of Poets Playground, all that happening right here in the city of Nashville, Tennessee, inside of the Lounge of Island Vibes Restaurant and Lounge. Poet. I do a lot. Stage production, I act, I perform. I'm me. I don't know what more you want to know. I'm a clown and a cool dude all at the same time. I'm not much on niggardry though, but I mean,
I don't know.
I got a little, about 5% of niggardry left in me somewhere.
I think you exaggerating there.
Yeah.
You underplaying that a little bit.
3%, maybe.
Okay.
Take it down.
Yeah, no, Frank, very talented dude, football player too.
Former.
You know, so how does a football player go from football to poetry?
Oh man, I don't know if I went from football to poetry. I think I was doing it at the same time. Creatively, football is poetry. Just got to know how to finesse it, how to make it work. For me in business, it's kind of all the same. It's just you learn how to put the plan into play uh, in different ways. So, and even just to go to say football is more the thing that taught me the business so that I can do poetry.
Gotcha. Well, now that we've all been introduced and acquainted with each other, let's all pop onto the stage and get this thing started. Let's get it started. So, as always, wife, you get the first crack at them. You always get the first crack at them because I'm coming at that ass tonight. Pause.
Oh yeah.
I paused it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I paused it.
Nice catch.
Cool pause.
Yeah.
Oh, now. Okay. So I guess my first question is, Frank, I've been knowing you a long time. As long as I've known Marcus, we all worked at T-Mobile together.
Ooh.
I know that was Lord, that a long time ago.
What year was that? 2003, 4?
2003, I think.
I know I ain't had no car. Frank was taking me.
Yeah.
We were riding together more.
Yeah.
And all that time, I did not know that you were into poetry. I think the first time I saw you perform online, you were actually working in the police department.
Deputy sheriff.
You was a po-po.
I was a deputy sheriff. Just a little bit of
damn snitch.
Right.
Give me some respect on my name.
My bad.
How I look like a damn snitch.
No.
I think there was something like very like racially charged that had happened. And I was surprised. I was like, oh damn, okay, I know Frank did that. So now I'm just curious. I'm like, what got you started and how long have you been into poetry or spoken word?
That definitely did happen. Actually, the incident that more so pushed me over my edge was the Sandra Bland incident. I don't know if you all remember Sandra Bland. Actually, crazily, just yesterday, the 15th, was another anniversary year of that passing. But there was a state trooper that snatched her out of the car, trumped up fake charges, took her to jail, and she ended up losing, or what they say, committing suicide in jail. And my whole thing was she should have never been there. It was abuse of power. He took advantage of that. And being blind to it in the system, other officers, they trust other officers. And then when they go to jail, they don't trust nobody that comes through the door, and whether they're telling the truth or not. So that whole thing kind of charged me up. Many things had happened that started the process, like the Tamir Rice situation, that bothered me. The Mike Brown situation, those situations was like, it seemed like they just was happening back to back. So about in 2015 is when I was at my enough is enough point. And as an officer was my point and purpose to step out as an officer and say the stuff that I was saying intentionally, pushing the issue. A lot of people in the agency was like, hey, what are you doing? You know your boss. And I'm like, I don't even care, man. It just needs to be said. Something needs to be done. And I was doing it.
Yeah. No, that's love right there. Frank, you're getting a little bit of love so far. Long Live Ace, who we had on the show a little bit ago, says, hey, Frank.
What's up?
Big Marcus say, what's up, yo? Big Marcus, my guy. You know what I'm saying? But let me give you kudos for that.
Yeah.
For standing 10 toes down for what you believe in. Because here's the thing. A lot of people, like, that's your job. Okay, that's how you pay your bills.
Oh, yeah.
That's how you take care of your responsibilities. Everybody know you don't work, you don't eat. Right. So what propelled you to stand 10 toes down over, the money and just take that leap of faith and say, you know what, God got me?
Actually understanding that whole situation, understanding that there were other people around me that worked with me that were silenced, they wouldn't say anything. I literally, as you're saying that, you made me think about a conversation I had with an officer. And the thing that he said was, I got kids, I got a wife, I got family, I got to take care of. So it isn't that he didn't notice the problem or know that there was a problem. He intentionally was like, in order to keep what I got going, I'm going to shut my mouth up and do what needs to be done. And I wasn't mad at him. I understand, right? When you got those pressures, I like to call it slavery. It is what it is. Your kids make you a slave. Your wife, Mark, is...
I ain't no fucking slave.
Sure ain't. This a house nigga. Don't let that color fool you.
Yeah, nah.
That's a straight up house nigga.
I drink lemonade. I'm well kept.
Understood. So stay in the house out the sun. But nevertheless, those people existed, and we had conversations. I don't want to mention them because, again, some are still there, and regardless, wanted something to be said. And me, myself, even still right now, I'm single, no kids. I don't have those pressures or slavery to force me to say, hey, I got to take care of this person. I got to take care of me. And at the same time that I'm saying that, somebody has to be the one to make the sacrifice. And it was me all day. Like, I couldn't expect them to do it knowing that they had that on their back. So,
yeah, that's real. You see how he tried to throw in that he's single D? The fucking love connection.
I don't know.
I caught that. But anyway, it's like, and I'm
so if anyone's out there looking, you know.
I ain't got no kids.
Yeah, no kids, 42.
I'm single and I ain't got no kids. And did you know I'm an entrepreneur? Did you know that?
Let's get this money, man. Let's get this money, man.
I mean, you got a good resume, Frank. You got a good resume.
I am broke.
Now you fucking up.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm sorry. Now you're messing up.
No, he has to say he broke, baby, because
he's a starving artist.
Here's the thing. What is it? These fucking women these days, y'all are treacherous, right? And so if he flashes his money or shows he got money, then they're just gonna want him for his money, not for who Frank Frizzy Sykes is.
Sad world we live in.
You know what? I'm gonna make this comment, and we're gonna change the subject because this is a Thursday show. Okay, you trying to draw me into Monday? You trying to bring me into the Monday ratchetness? Well, you said y'all women. I'm gonna need you to not generalize, okay? Because Frank, don't miss your blessing because you're humble over here. Think all women just want money.
Mm-hmm. I didn't say all women.
You said y'all women.
Y'all women. I ain't say all women. It's a difference.
No, it ain't.
It's like 96%.
What the?
Yeah. No, but all joking aside, and we kind of talked about it, and we're not going to get pulled into a Monday show, but we talked about how if you impress a woman with money, then that's what she's going to be looking for.
Right.
So if you're modest and y'all can go out to eat and like, for example, we shared fucking burgers at McDonald's, baby. 99 when they was truly.
But you weren't playing broke.
Huh?
We was broke.
But that's the point, and you still rock with me. That is the point that I'm trying to make. So if he plays broke and they rock with him, then they gonna rock with him with a little bit of money.
Okay.
Now ignore everything that you all have heard and pretend that I'm still broke. I'll let you boy. No.
Can we talk about the Poets Playground?
We can. What other question y'all got?
What made you? How was Poets Playground on? How'd you go from performing or having this passion to boom, we're gonna create a platform?
Wow, good question. It actually is because I was out there playing and performing, right? But as I was doing so, I wasn't seeing progression. I wasn't seeing poetry moving from what poetry was years ago, right? Like I remember Def Jam, and it felt like everything was still Def Jam. It was poetry. People stepping up next to the mic, this person here and so on. Even as headlining events and moving around the country, it just wasn't enough. and it didn't seem like anybody wanted to take it to the next level. So what I ended up doing was, again, making the sacrifice, being that individual that I've always been, and saying, hey, somebody got to build something for us. My thought process was, I played football, we had the football field. Basketball, we had a basketball court. Baseball, got the baseball field. What do poets got?
Okay.
We sharing stages with singers and everybody else, but we don't have our own. So the standout thing was what I was intentionally doing, creating Poets Playground specifically for poets, so that people could get more attracted to what poets are from the old days up to the nowadays of what it should be, as it transitions and transforms to the fun thing that y'all got to experience at the playground. So that made me build it out, and to start also providing the avenue for artists to make money doing it, because that wasn't out there as much. Everybody was going to open mics, but what Mike was saying, hey, come play, get paid.
Yeah.
It wasn't being found by me. There was some that were doing it, but again, it's not enough. Ultimately, what y'all see, I'm expecting it to be bigger. I don't want it just to stay this small thing. My whole dream was to have a playground in every state, 50, and have people operate them and run them in the same form and fashion to provide, yet again, avenues for artists in those states to build it up. I talked to a poet many years ago, Righteous Soul is the name. I said, I want to make it like the NFL. Like, I want to travel. Like, we need to travel and compete against each other. We need to have teams in different states and do what we do. So, like, that whole dream is kind of what I'm trying to build out and go through this process and make happen.
Love that.
Yeah, no, that's super solid. I want to go back to, can you remember your first performance? And I don't mean just poetry, because I know you've been on stage, acting, and yeah.
School and,
like, I don't know if a lot of people know that you've been doing this body shit.
Man, listen, I'm a preacher's kid. I was a drummer boy in the play the Christmas play back way in the day, pum. So definitely have always been one to be exposed and stand up in front of crowds. Was in the choir singing as a kid. We had youth choirs, and then, like I say, acting. I took leading roles in high school my junior and senior year. The first 2 years that I started acting and doing plays, Dr. Joe Cornelius put me on to that, and crazily, I just met him in the store a few days back, and he's got some play that he's going to do down in Columbia, Tennessee, that he was like, hey, I'm finna do this, you be good for it. So I may be back on stage doing that. So I've been many years performing, and it's made me comfortable. But to answer your question, as far as with poetry, 2015 was when I first stepped out to do it, and hell yeah, I remember it. I was scared. It's crazy because I've already been on stages, already done many things, but it was different. It was, hey, as an officer, you're about to step on stage and you finna say this stuff in front of people that you don't know how they're gonna feel or respond.
Yeah.
And that's what terrified me. I started it actually, the first mic that I performed at was titled or called Wine and Rhymes. Shout out to Lucky, the Amazing. He was the host, and Chaz, a guy from Clarksville. They both worked together to put that together. But I pulled up in the parking lot for probably 3 to 4 weeks in a row, and I went home. I didn't go in. I was that nervous, that scared, that every time I pulled up in the parking lot to say I was going to go in, 4 weeks, I didn't go in at all.
Wow.
And then I finally said, you know what? This week I need to make myself go in this building. From that point is when I started owning and doing that. But it took still that fear to be fought against, even after performing on stages and doing things. Even as an adult, I was in a play, 12 Angry Men, literally 1 year before this. And still, I was kind of shook to the core because it was something new. And at the same time, what I was saying, it wasn't popular.
Yeah.
I understand that.
So what I'm hearing, baby, is that's your third time.
First of all, I think it's so that's why I started laughing, because Frank just tried to make me feel like it's just easy. Just go and get up there, D. Just get on up there.
That's
Like
how
I
we
ain't
have
supposed to be scared.
We have to do that, D, because if we don't, you'll never get we have to lie a little bit, but every poet, and some never get over it. They just force themselves to push through it. It's crazy.
I was almost ready after my first glass of rum punch. I was almost ready.
Yeah.
Put an extra rum in there next time.
So Frank, what snapped and made you more comfortable? Because now you get on stage and you own that motherfucker. Like you do it. And then some people are like kind of naturals. Like, for example, myself, like I don't give a damn about standing in front of people and either making a fool of myself or showing that I'm a very intelligent young man, because I guess it's because I don't give a damn what people think. Yeah. So I'm gonna do me regardless. But what got you over that fear of being on stage? Because now you just own it. It ain't, you just do it. Anger.
The honest answer is anger. And you get mad enough and frustrated enough with what's going on for me, and knowing that it needs to be said, and you get mad at yourself for not doing it. Mm-hmm. Eventually, anger says, you know what, you need to do it, or I'm gonna kick your own butt. Yeah. So emotionally, that's what forced me to say, go make this happen. And then after doing it, some of the poems, one of my poems is titled "I'm Sorry," and it was me as an officer apologizing to the public, the people. And it's at the moment, like I say, the tension that people had looking at police, looking at sheriffs, looking at us was real thick. So thick that actually when I performed it at a community center for an event, literally a man walked out of the crowd crying in tears and embraced me with a hug.
Wow.
So when you get that experience and knowing that your words are that powerful to touch people, and at that point, I turned into Marcus. I don't care no more. Yeah. It needs to be done. I'm going to say it. Do you like that moment? It felt good, but it also made me more mad that he responded that way, because I felt like why are we here? So anger.
Yeah, and now you're just out there.
And natural.
Yeah,
it just kind of like second nature.
Yeah. I mean, you see the way he was working the crowd.
I did.
All those other poets, like, don't get me wrong, they were amazing. Yeah. Right? They had some beautiful words, but the way Frank is just, can I play?
He's more personable. He owns it. I mean, it's his thing. It's his playground.
Yeah. I had one girl tell me one time, she's like, I feel like you was talking to me. I said, I was.
Nah, he do walk over there. He do look like he look at you.
Yeah. He make eye contact with you real fast.
Yeah. That's one of the tactics to use when you're doing this type of work. You got to know how to mess with people, in a sense, to really connect and really make that message hit the way it needs to. Y'all seen the more serious sides, but there's another side with that erotic too. That causes problems. But nevertheless, we're on Thursday, not Monday.
Oh no, don't worry. I was going there.
You can still.
Oh, no, I'm going there. Don't worry about it. But I know you got the next question. But I'm going there. Don't you fucking. You better believe
it. So you mentioned Deaf Poetry Jam, because that's actually so. I always been a reader. I always loved poetry, but when Deaf Poetry Jam came on TV, I mean, it kind of just shifted it just exposed you to a different side of poetry. I didn't even know spoken word was a thing.
Yeah.
So like to see like the Kanye West and hell, even Dave Chappelle did Deaf Poetry Jam. So it's like you have your traditional poets like Nikki Giovanni, like she was on there. But then you see your Dave Chappelle, or you see your Kanye West, or you see your Erykah Badu. Yeah. So for you, what really strikes you as like a good spoken word artist versus a good poet? Like, is it the same thing or is there a difference?
Oh no, it's definitely a total difference. For instance, Maya Angelou
Mm-hmm.
is a good poet, right? Even in speaking her words, she's a good spoken word artist. But there's still even levels above her. And there's people like I can mention that y'all haven't been exposed to yet. Like it's like they're gods to me
Really?
in this game. Or for instance, Prentice Powell.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first time I seen Prentice Powell, we probably was working at T-Mobile or maybe shortly after. My sister sent him to me. And Prentice Powell was on Steve Harvey used to host it. What's that called? Up in
Apollo?
Apollo, yeah.
And he was on Apollo and he had this poem titled I Am the System.
Mm-hmm.
And when he performed that piece, like literally through the TV, it caused your skin to kind of tingle and like ripple and like, this is for real. Like, I can't believe he got to say this on TV, But he was definitely one of the first ones that I seen do it at that level. Which, like I say, he's better than Maya Angelou when it comes to spoken word. Again, as far as notoriety, that's just a different thing. That's when the system say, hey, we're going to praise this person and put them out there in front of the people versus these dope individuals that, they're going, we don't need them to say what they're saying. So, I mean, there's many, many others, especially since I've been doing Poets Playground, that have basically showed their ass. I pay them anything. I don't even talk to them because I don't want them to ask because I want to say yes. And I'm going to be broke paying them to come perform.
Okay.
So Doja DeVille says A, and he had to. So I think him, like, because he's a rapper, right?
Yeah.
But the way he puts words together is ridiculous. Like,
perhaps not too far away from.
That's where I'm going
from poetry, because actually, I hate to keep going back to Def Poetry Number. That was like one of my favorite shows back then. Most Def rapper, he hosted it.
Yeah.
There were several rappers that came on and performed, because when you just slow your rap down, or even people who write their own music, it's just a different like form of art. And he absolutely. Yep. But go on and come on to Poets Playground.
But see, I'm gonna tell you what the difference for.
Sorry, Doja. I didn't mean to call you Bud.
Musicians and poets, right? See, you can mask that shit with a good beat.
Yeah.
Music. You can't mask your words with some bullshit, right? And then delivery is everything as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, for example, about to tell on you, the poem that you was gonna write and I was gonna perform for you, right?
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think that it would have hit as hard if I did it opposed to you doing it. You see what I'm saying? Because my personality is so bold and so different, where I think for that to hit home, it would have to be kind of like a more shy, but then come out. So I think there's levels to it to make it like.
No, really it can be an angry poem because the body of it is like I'm frustrated for being invisible. That's. But yeah, you're right. You don't need to. I mean,
yeah,
it is something that's supposed to be close to you. You should probably do your own work.
So, can the guest get a question?
Yeah.
Is the poem that she wrote finished and finalized, and you got to read it?
It ain't finalized.
So here's the thing, Frank. Like we talked about the other day.
Okay.
This goes back to the movie.
Okay.
Right.
Understood.
I had to basically say, Mr. Producer, we're about to film.
Yeah.
Because Deanna would have edited and kept going. And we had to get a date.
You was talking about me like that?
Yeah, we was.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We did.
So, but if we, honestly, sometimes you need that push, because Down Bad would still be fucking
down.
Right. If we didn't. But now look, it's been in the movies. It's been.
But it still could have been better.
Anything could have been better. Everything in life can still be better.
We can always look
back.
We
can always look back. Like that doesn't. That's
you want me to get on stage in front of a room full of people,
mess up completely, and be okay with it.
Think about how many. Why do you think artists like have these listening parties and things of that nature to get out there, get their stuff out there, get it critiqued so they can go back to the drawing board and get it right.
And this is what's going to happen definitely when you hit the stage. You're going to mess it up anyway because you're going to be so nervous. You're going to miss lines, skip words, especially if you try to memorize. I know you ain't even finna go that route with memorizing it right now, but I'm just saying, as a professional, I miss lines today. Y'all just never know.
I seen somebody actually Friday. Somebody said, "Dang, I done forgot my words." I forgot his name. Yeah, he sure did. He sure did. But he kept going. He kept going. That was good. It was good.
Yeah, you ain't never supposed to tell them. You just keep going. They don't know your point.
Okay.
They'll never know you messed up.
That's true. It's just like in acting, they tell you like when you script a line, mess up a line, they just tell you keep going. Because for one, what you say might be a little bit better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It might hit you.
That
thing. So you just keep going. But Frank, let me ask you a serious question right now. So when you think of poetry, right? Most people from the male perspective, they might think, oh, he's a poet. He a punk. He's sensitive. He a girl. How do you say, like, what do we not understand about that, and where does that stigmatism come from? Where does that come from, and why people say that?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm even gonna hold myself accountable. I done it. I used to think that it was soft for men to participate and write poetry. So I'm guilty. And then now I'm a hypocrite because I'm doing it, right?
Yeah.
So I get it. I understand it. It's more environmental programming. Like there's certain things that are trained in our communities that's supposed to be manly things to do and supposed to be feminine to do, right? But the reality and the truth of everything is that there shouldn't be any manly or feminine things to do. We should enjoy doing all of it together. So it's just understanding that at a certain age, at a certain mental status, people are going to think whatever way they're thinking at that moment. And then until they are experiencing it enough or it's been in front of them enough that they become comfortable, that is no longer that issue. Like I was telling you, I said, we did it, poetry in a bikers club, like literally hardcore bikers that finally, once they seen it happening, then started admitting that they like poetry.
Yeah.
Like at first they wouldn't have said it to save their life, but when they, I write poetry, and you thinking like, y'all hardcore bikers. Like, y'all probably done got a couple of bodies and everything, but now you write poetry and it's cool. It's just that thing that you just have to understand that it's happening. It's happening. Like I said, I'm guilty of it. I didn't think I would be writing poetry. But like I say, there's levels to it. At that moment, I was seeing that the Edgar Allan Poe version. You know, that was that version that we were seeing when we talk about poetry.
Yeah.
But that's not where it ends. It's like, as y'all were just talking about rap, people don't understand that's an acronym for rhythm and poetry. They know Tupac said, I was a poet first.
Yeah.
He got a whole book of poetry that he published.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really like self-expression. And so if you come from a community that believes that men can only express themselves in certain ways, I think, then you probably think, oh, that's some gay shit. Or some pussy shit or whatever. However you however you
but the nigger
Thursday. But if you believe that, I know. Oh, it's y'all. Y'all triggering me. But if you believe in self-expression, that's really all poetry is. It's like getting your inner feelings out. A good poem, it's gonna draw some emotion. It's coming from an emotional place, which is also why I feel kind of afraid to share, because it's like
personal, my
innermost thoughts, and sharing it with a room full of strangers. So like, how do you help people who think like me get over it?
Let them know it's normal. That is totally normal. I done it. I admitted it too. I turned around 4 times. And I didn't live in Nashville at the time. I lived in Columbia. I'm like, let me go back home. Drove all the way, you know, and like, nah, I ain't gonna do it this time. Okay. But it's normal. You have to kind of coach people to do it. be gentle, let them see it enough, and understand it's in time. Some people happen in one event, some take 12, some never. You just have to understand where people are. D probably is touching the never line, but we'll see where it actually goes. And just in time, eventually, like once you get bitten, you do it.
Yeah.
You're gonna, like I said, we ain't gonna be able to stop you at that point. You're gonna have that. Oh yeah, I'm going. I gotta go to poetry tonight, girl. Now.
Solid.
Can you read these comments, please?
Yeah. Doja says, damn lie. I'm a poet and I'm a whole gangster. Them ladies love poetry. He said, I'll pop a nigga and read him a poem.
And that's real. It's real. That is a true statement too about women in poetry.
Oh yeah.
No. Don't go there yet because I'm coming there.
No, let him go there.
Hell no, I'm coming there.
Pause.
But let me come back this way.
Bring me back here.
Do you find it more acceptable in one community or another? Meaning, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, in the Black community or the white community, the poetry. Is it easier for Black men to accept it over white men to accept poetry?
It's the same.
It's
the same. And the reason why I'm saying that is white men have the same issue as far as feeling like if they see me doing this, they gonna call me I'm soft,
a bitch,
yeah, punk.
Thursday.
But it happens over there too, as well as over here. I think it probably happens more on our side than on theirs, because they've had more time with it and they know more people that's been accepted. Like I named Edgar Allan Poe, and then there's other poets that I don't even know that's on that side that's been doing it for forever, but they'll have them in history books and things of that nature. Versus over here, where you got Maya Angelou, Nikki Giovanni, females.
Yeah.
And every now and again, somebody say Gil Scott Heron, okay, that's a man. But his delivery was kind of with music, so he kind of did the Tupac thing at the same time. But but to answer the question, no, it's just as hard on that side, especially when your father is a manly man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. You gonna do what? Poetry. You want to get outside?
Yeah.
Go get you a helmet.
I'm going to get you a football today. Put that notebook down.
So that's going to bring me to my next question.
What's that?
The gay community, gay men, do you find it easier for them to kind of express their feelings and get up there and do their poetry, or is it still harder? The same?
It's harder because in this environment, just like racism is still here, there's still a lot of people that go against that. So for them to step out, it's like their message, they really want to be quiet. It's a lot of them that still ain't came out because of the pressures that's behind it. So I'll say they probably got it the hardest when it comes to it, especially when they get to speaking their feelings. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother level of understanding that daddy ain't finna understand.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things that I appreciated as far as when you open up the show and you going over the rules and you talk about protected classes, because then that does, like, okay, if you hating, if you got hate, you can talk about your man or your woman or whatever, but there's some protected classes in here and we're not going to go there. So like, I have you always called that out, or did something happen that made you say, oh, we need to lay some ground rules?
I wanted to avoid that from the start of things because I already knew that it could go that direction. And I pushed the limit still, though. Like I said, I pushed the envelope because I say no hate and then I defined it. Don't take a protected class and then threaten harm. Now, you could talk about your feelings. Like, I've had someone come in crazily. I don't even know if I want to tell y'all this.
No, you tell it.
No, yeah.
Go ahead.
So, y'all know I was a deputy sheriff.
Yeah.
This person that came in was one of the offenders that I remember being there. And as I remember him, he was flaming. But he came in and done a poem talking about people that are flaming and how he felt about it. and how it was wrong. Confused the mess out of me. I was
that's some of that self-hatred kind of stuff.
I ain't know, but he wasn't threatening harm.
Yeah.
He was just expressing the wrongness in it. But I was stuck because I'm like, I had you in custody when you.
He might have been forced to do that in jail, and that might be why he hates it now, because he wasn't really about that life. And sometimes them boys in jail, that
it could happen. We gotta understand this jail, but I mean, he fooled me. Let me just say that he fooled me.
Okay.
Like even
he delivered.
Yeah, he had to be.
I don't like men no more. Frank was like this the whole time while he was doing it.
No, actually, he was one of the ones. He kept going and whatnot, and I had to kind of, because he had too much to drink.
Yeah.
And I had to, shut him off of the mic, because he was like, "You ain't never finna stop." He making up words now at this point, just going back and back and back.
He felt that strong about it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was one of the ones. I said, "Goodness."
Yeah, that's
I don't know what happened. I'm thrown.
All right. Before I get back serious, let me just get that. Frank, how many times you done wrote poems to get some pussy?
How many times I wrote poems to get
some pussy?
Like, I don't write them to get the pussy. That ain't what I do.
How many times have you used
it? And it may happen that someone gets touched by it. And it's the same poem. I'm not gonna write another one. It's
so the poems ain't even special.
No,
he using the same poem
all. Listen.
Man. Now we getting to the good stuff.
You don't have to write a poem more than, if it's a good poem, it's gonna do what it needs.
But it gotta be special to them, man.
What do you mean? It's special to everybody that hears it. If you hear it, it is special. Y'all already told you, listen. The girl said she felt like I was talking straight to her. I was talking to the room. So when you feel like I'm talking to you, anybody there could get touched. Now, again, I didn't write. Well, I might have wrote that one for. It's a couple of them I wrote.
Yeah.
You have to be able to play in all arenas. That's all I'm saying. Play in all arenas. Don't leave no money on the table. That's just all it is. And that's where a lot of money comes from in poetry. When you push that envelope.
Well, baby, you're a woman, so I'm gonna ask you: if Frank recited a poem to a young lady and got some butt off of it, right, and they didn't work out, and he recited that same poem to another woman and got some butt off of it, as a woman, how would you feel?
Look at this nigga. These hoes just eating it up too.
Yeah, because
you ain't even special. I heard him tell that girl the same. He told another girl the same thing last week. And you just falling for it. But I ain't gonna hate though. I was like, girl, he wrote that just for you.
It ain't even like that. It ain't even like it ain't specifically targeted towards any specific individual. It's targeted more towards a topic. Now, what's in the room just happens to be what's in the room.
So you don't feel like you got to retire it if you get some pussy off of this one? Do you feel like, all right, let me retire?
It works.
If it keep working,
it works.
But then it ain't. You gonna get yourself in trouble.
No. Listen, this is one of the things I have to tell a lot of artists I deal with. See. So a lot of artists, they get tired of their work, right? Because they be the one that heard it the most. You the artist. You wrote it. You performed it. You hear it all the freaking time. Even when you're not hearing it, it's in your mind going through. So we get tired of it first. But the thing is, the world is big. There are millions of people out here. Your goal is to get it to as many of those billion of people as you can, over and over and over. Like, Beyonce didn't sing "I Got a Big Ego" one time.
Yeah,
that's fair.
That's
a really good analogy.
She sang many, many times on many, many stages in many different places, and she wasn't talking about her ego. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What's she talking about, Frank?
What you mean? What she was talking about?
Okay.
You don't know what she was talking about.
I thought she was talking
I
about.
thought she had a big ego too.
Yeah, Jay-Z.
But what's the name talked about that as well? Big Chad Reed, shout out, man. I think he would be so dope at Poets Playground. But Chad talked about that because his hit single that got him signed with DTP was not Slow Line, but We Outside Tonight. And everywhere he goes, he has to perform outside tonight. And he kind of addressed it, saying like, this is the single that got me signed. This is what people want to hear. Him as an artist, he was like, I got so much other dope shit that I want to bring out, but this is the song that got me signed, and I got to do this song because that's what they want to hear.
That's what they want every time. Like literally, I try to get artists to understand that because what they want to do is write something new every time. I'm like, you ain't giving people time to fall in love with what you got. You have to do that. Most times when people come to an event and they hear something that they like, they go tell somebody to bring them back so they can hear what they like, not to hear something new. Yeah. Hey, I heard this poet do this. I want you to hear it. And then you come there, you bring your friend, you do something different that I don't hear. You're like, man, I don't even like this person no more. So you got to be consistent. I can say consistency is the key. You have to do repetition and repeat those poems over. Let them fall in love. And just like they play the song over, they want to hear the poem over. So that's what happens. It's not my intention to get the draws.
But if you get the draws,
but if the draws come,
you better retire it. Because if that girl find out you decided that and got, I'm sorry, baby. What was your next question?
I was just
I'm done. It's on you.
Have you ever had somebody who wrote a good poem, but it didn't hit because they didn't perform it well?
Write a good poem didn't hit because they didn't perform it well. I can't say yes to that question because I'm not one that really reads their poetry.
Okay.
In that way, like I'm only going to see them perform it or read it out themselves. What I can say is you could tell when someone's feeling a certain way versus when they're not feling good. Like their delivery this day versus that day may switch up.
Okay.
Like I've heard, and I ain't gonna say no names, but I heard an individual perform a poem and it hit hard. But then there was one day she performed that same poem and it had all of us outside crying. So like that, she turned up that level in a way that was like, you want to hear it like that every time. Because if you don't, then you're going to feel like, it ain't as good.
Yeah.
I want to cry every time.
That makes sense. And that's kind of sort of like what I was talking about with me trying to do your poem. Like when I deliver it, man, look at this nigga. But when you do it, they're gonna be back there boo-hooing. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna hit
bring
different.
it to life. You're gonna bring it to life.
Yeah, so that's solid. But let's talk about the business side of this because here's the thing. I know this is what you love, but nigga, you got bills
to pay.
So how have you made this a business? I know it's something you enjoy, but how have you made this a business and profitable for yourself?
Struggle. The reality of it is this isn't my one and only. This isn't the only thing I do. So stage production is another thing that I do. So when I have to do a festival stage or things like that, finances come in that way. And actually with this dream, I ended up losing money. It's one of those things, it's an investment, right? I had to lose money to get it how I want it. I had to pay people. I actually intentionally, I'm going to tell on myself, I intentionally try to zero out with this because what I don't want to do is pay taxes to people that just take my money. I'd rather pay somebody and have it as an expense so that I can just write it off and not have to pay the tax of it versus collecting all this money, making six figures, and then 35% of it just gone.
Yeah.
But it's definitely something that you have to grind with, like to build a fan base. Ain't easy. It's part of the business. Like I said, a lot of things that I learned from other stuff. I learned from football. A lot of things about life and business. And if people kind of just pay attention to things, I used to have a friend that used to piss me off, Marcus. I swear to God, if they say it right now, it'd piss me off probably still. But they used to just say, it's just a game. And I'd be like, man, dude,
get your ass off the field,
man. You don't know how much, that's fighting words right there, right?
Yeah.
It's more than just a game. And it was more than just a game when you pay attention to things. Like, this is the structure of life. You're going to have things coming against you that you're going to have to battle and fight against to win. And you just got to understand the structure. So when you understand that structure of, I started this when I was a kid, right? Practicing, playing for free, pop one on the field, stepped up to the next level, started playing in school for middle school, then the high school, then the college, and then it's talking about trying to go to the pros type stuff. So these levels weren't just overnight. A lot of artists think that it's supposed to happen overnight, and they don't want to go through this progression. They just want to be like, I'm good, pay me the millions, and it don't work that way. You're not as good as you really think you are because you ain't done it enough. You ain't been enough places. So if you understand, like I said, the sport of football, all the athletes that are good, it wasn't because they just came out of the womb. I remember playing in the street, literally on the street, running and getting tackled, scraping yourself up. We played in a field where there was a car sitting in the middle of the field. Do you know how many times people got stuck against that car? Like literally hit and knocked up against the car. So for us to be good, it was because of those fears. I don't want to get caught up against that car running, you know. And it progressively made you good. Same thing got to be done with art. You got to go through these progressions of getting better. You have to take these steps. You got to learn the business side of it. Like they think that it's just this thing of I'm the artist, pay me. No, there's things as an artist you have to invest in. Like you have to be known, meaning that you need to travel and get known. Social media is here. Yes, you can use it if you know how to use it. Most of them don't. They just posting and wondering, why ain't nobody doing this? Why ain't this happening? You don't understand the business of social media.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother business that's about money. So if you're not investing in the process the correct way, you still gonna be a nobody. And the crazy thing is you could be the dopest individual in the world. The dopest. Like you can be number one God. And if you're not taking the correct steps in business, nobody will know you. You won't make $1. There's gonna be no profit. That's the reality. They have to really take the time and invest in learning what needs to be done, what steps need to be taken, and execute.
Yeah, you said a lot there. I remember watching. It was Tom Brady's Hall of Fame speech, and you know what he said?
What?
Every mom should make their son play football. Not because they're good or that's just the greatest sport in the world, because it's hard. It said when all the other kids are out for summer break, guess what the football kids are doing?
It's time to get in there and work.
Discipline.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And they said, you know, you're gonna get hit, it's gonna hurt. Are you gonna get back up? You're gonna get yelled at by your coaches. Are you gonna be able to take that feedback? Like he said, every parent should make their child play football because it's so rough. It's so tough. It's so hard. And that's why they should make a play.
And that's life.
Yeah.
That's life in its fullest. Because there are times where you're going to be happy. There are times where you're going to cry because it hurt.
Yeah. Shit, I know, man. I ain't cried, but boy, I done got hit so many times so hard, boy. I just like, you get mad at your team. Why you ain't blocking him?
Left you out to dry it.
Man, like you pissed off at them because that shit hurt.
Shoot, yeah.
Speaking of artists, like so you talked about some things, and I know you talked about how they got to understand the business. Just not gonna, you know, it takes a little luck too, right? People don't understand that. What I'm saying by that is, for example, you think about the maybe the Sexy Reds and some of them who might have knew somebody that put you in a position, because there's a lot of dope artists out here that don't get recognized because they don't have those connections, or they haven't put in that work to move a certain way. And you see some artists get signed due to having that connection. And, like, for example, D gonna laugh at this one, but I'm sure Master P's brothers, Silk the Shocker, and I'm just gonna go out and say it. Without Master P, Silk the Shocker doesn't get a deal.
Oh, he wasn't?
I like Silk.
I know you do.
Okay. But because he is a multi-platinum artist, so let's not.
A lot of people like him then, apparently.
Yeah. But
it's not me.
I don't know if he gets that opportunity without P.
That's a real thing. That's a reality that I do accept. But that's also what I know is there's two ways. There's that way that the system has set up already. There's a path that you could take. Who already done been that direction or that path that could help you get to where you need to get to. Right. That's, I guess you could say, luck. I don't say it's luck. It's more privilege than anything. I myself have had many privileges in my life, and I didn't even know it. The people my daddy knew and who he hung around were people of status and fame that I just didn't know. At the time, I was too young. My father passed when I was 13, but I do remember one individual that was his right-hand man, and he was the judge in the city where we live. So knowing that he was a judge, and then later looking back in life, I found out Judge was a professional wrestler. And on top of that, his tag team partner was Joe Louis, a boxer.
Yeah. So
like that connection is there. Had daddy lived, there's no doubt in my mind, if my daddy had lived, he'd have walked me into the NFL. My father told the story that the Miami Dolphins wanted him to be the head coach, and he turned it down to preach. So yes, I agree that process is there. But today it shifted. In 2000, when social media and stuff started taking off, it shifted and it provided yet another opportunity if people had learned it, and if you take the time to understand and study and then apply the methods, you ain't got to know nobody. It's some people out there getting the bag and we don't know their name. And they get in the bag and they ain't worried about no Silk Shocker, no Master P, no nobody. They make it, like, for instance, I'm gonna say a name, probably gonna get in trouble, maybe not. Centoya Brown, right? Centoya Brown was the girl in Nashville that got released after everybody started making all that noise about her being young and incarcerated and involved in that crime. But the dude she married, I was like, who is that cat? But he was in music and successful in music. I can't call his name right now, but he made money in music. And literally, like I say, that's the process of, if you understand what the business is, once you establish your royalties, you're getting paid. Yeah. If you're doing it correctly. So artists gotta learn what that looks like today. Today, we understand, and if they haven't done it yet, I want to encourage them to look at David Banner in some of his interviews. He said the game changed. The tech giants have taken it over.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're looking for someone that made it in the 90s and 80s to tell you, hey, I was selling tapes and CDs out my trunk, and you start doing that process, you ain't gonna make it. I'm gonna tell you,
they gonna laugh.
Man,
what now?
I don't got a CD player in my car.
Exactly.
Ain't nobody got that no more. So again, like I say, if you get the advice from them, it ain't gonna be no good today. We're on digital streaming and downloading. I get mad. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what kind of, and that's gonna get me in trouble. Y'all be mad at me. I kiss and make up later. I get upset when people say, like, I put a question out there on my threads. I said, what are your goals in poetry? You know how many people said to write a book? And I'm like, y'all realize these folk can't read no more. Like,
Frank.
You writing books and the people can't read the book.
I want to write a book.
But listen to me, D.
Audio
killing my damn dreams.
I'll audio book it for you.
Book it. That's the day that
I need a good voice because I hate my voice. I don't know how y'all see.
I just said I will audio.
I hate your voice, nigga.
Well, you should have just led with that. Don't have my voice and touch on my shoulder. Put your hands off me.
I'm just playing. I love your voice.
Stop touching me.
But that's the day that you want to play more in is putting it in audio.
Okay.
So that you're making that
fair.
revenue streaming because this is what they're buying. This is what they're doing. They ain't really.
Yeah.
Man, if people, when I buy the book, I buy them sometimes. And I don't read them. I don't have the time to sit down and read no book, but it's on the shelf. I support. But that's just that gesture of showing support and wanting to push you. Okay. But if you audiobook it, I make it be out doing some stuff and push play and hear it and let you make money that way. And then you take the process, market and push it out to other people that can do the same thing. That's otherwise, your book collecting dust.
To prove your point. Oh, let me change my voice. To prove your point.
Keep your original voice.
Okay. All right, cool. Kidding. But to prove your point, so they actually have apps now that you scan the page and then just read it to you.
You got to look at crazy. What's real crazy now, and this is where I like to point out, like we in the day of AI.
Yeah. Accept it. It's here.
It's here. Crazily though, before they let us use it and have it, they already put it into play and was using it and had it.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the books that were produced were done by AI and they've made profit over profit. So when you're competing against AI that can write a book literally in seconds and you're taking years to write your book, who gonna win?
Yeah. Didn't we talk about that, babe? Like how if like an AI wrote a poem for you or wrote a book or wrote a movie, like it takes the artistry out of it. Like, do you deserve the royalties? Like, will something flag it in the system to say this ain't original thoughts? AI wrote this. Now, granted, you got to feed the AI the thoughts.
It's you. Yeah. It's you all day long. It's today's technology. And what has to happen is either one or two things. You're either going to adapt to it and start implementing and using it and being successful, or just like the evidence is showing, get left behind.
Yeah. I won't write an email without AI. At work all day, every day, boy. I know people who read my emails and then talk to me. Wrote this.
You didn't write this email.
Right. It's not the same person.
It can't be.
But yeah, that's just the reality and the truth of it. It is here. Again, we can be emotional, have our feelings about it or whatnot. But when it comes down to handling business, are you going to handle the business of the day, or are you going to try to find these dead people that read books?
I still read books, Frank.
You still read books?
I do. I actually have never done an audiobook.
Yet.
But yes.
Yeah, you're stuck.
Because people keep saying, "Oh, you should read." Because somebody told me they read like 300 books in a year, and I was like, "Damn, how you find time?" But it was because they also do audiobooks. Okay. And I was like, "Well, is that the same thing as reading a book? It's you listening to a book." Which I'm no shade. I mean, I guess you're still getting the same. I don't know. It's just something about actually the act of reading that I still love. But if I'm busy, I'm driving, or I'm cooking. Maybe I need to try because I usually just watch shows. So maybe I need to pop an audiobook.
You're the perfect example though, because you're the type person that is back in my day. Mm-hmm. We'll still do it.
Yeah.
But the generation under you.
Oh yeah, not that.
We done daggum.
That's facts.
We done moved into Uncle Auntie age area. And they like, what is a book? They ain't even in school no more. They tablets, computers, That's they may have a couple of books now. I can't even help my nephew with his homework. I don't know how to sign in.
Oh yeah, they done changed math and all that.
Man, serious.
We had an hour. but I have 2 more questions I want to get out. You got
Again, this is the beautiful thing about being an entrepreneur. Okay. We stop when the fuck we feel like it.
The first question I have is: so you've created the Poets Playground, but you also host.
Yeah.
So between those 2 jobs, 2 hats that you're wearing, what would you say has been like your most valuable lesson in this experience?
Most valuable lesson. Good God. Don't do this again.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Ooh. When you have to be the entrepreneur of certain said businesses and deal with certain said people, it ain't easy. It ain't, and the sad reality. And I have a friend. I'm not gonna mention his name, but I'm just gonna say what he's done before in his life. He used to own a record label in the 80s and 90s, and he sold his record label for $10 million. That's what made him rich and able to do what he's done. But ever since then, he vowed to never work with an artist again. So I joke with him, like every now and again, I'll find someone, I'll say, hey, I want you to manage this artist. He say, I slit my wrist first.
Okay.
But then I'm up here dealing with artists when it comes to having to pay them, certain artists, they don't even have a way to get paid. And when I'm saying they don't have a way to get paid, like they don't have a Cash App, they don't have a Square, they don't have, any type of business, so I can make sure that I take care of my taxes correctly.
Yeah.
They just want to be paid cash. And I'm like, do y'all realize, like, if I keep paying everybody cash, it's a lot of money that's kind of disappearing that I can't account for.
Hell yeah.
But they don't have that thought mindset. They don't realize, oh, you only paid me this amount, so that's up. No, I pay you, and then there's that person. Add it up. Then it's a bigger number at that point that you need to understand that I have to do it right down here so that it don't. So that part, that's a lesson learned right there when you're dealing with people that are, I'm not going to say they're intentionally doing it, but they're ignorant of some of the processes and have to learn yet again, as we're talking about business, you got to learn how to do the business.
Yeah.
That's the professional side that real people, when I say real people, the ones that really going to pay you, that's what they look at. But if you come to them and like, just pay me this way, I'm like, no. Like one of the first gigs I've done or I did, I sat down at a table at a conference. They booked me at the W Hotel. They had a conference room and it was attorneys that was in the conference for that whole week. And on one of the days, they just wanted me to sit down and write 5-minute poems for people that sat down at my table. I did that for literally an hour and got paid $800 and something to do that.
Shit.
To tell them to just give me cash, they'd have looked at me like, you'd have lost your mind.
Right.
Like,
get me on.
Like we gotta write this. You gotta do something. So they actually was telling me, which is a lot of artists, again, they don't know the process. But there was a form that they wanted me to fill out that requires me to put my social security number on it. And I would have had to fill that out had I not been the business that I am. And I said, no, I'm gonna just invoice you. So I was able to invoice them and they was able to pay that way through a card.
Okay.
Artists got to understand that little bit because nobody's going to hand you invisible money and still have to respect the business of handling what they got to do tax-wise. That's not little money, and they spend a lot throughout the process. Imagine if they did that in every state, 800. That's a lot.
Yeah.
So that's a lesson learned to me.
People still want to use physical checks, right? Physical checks these days, boy. You better e-check it or something. You know what I'm saying?
I got a sister. She horrible. She don't want to do nothing digital. She want to hand you cash. I'm like, girl.
That's my mama. Let me tell you how she used her Cash App. My mama used her Cash App. She'll send you the money and then delete her card and delete cash in her phone. Like,
scared I'll get out. I don't want to get got. I understand.
I ain't gonna say nothing about my mother-in-law, but she did. Hey,
don't go there. My mama done got better.
She won't even turn her Bluetooth on to her phone.
Bless her.
She done got better.
Bless her.
Now she gonna shred everything.
Yeah.
Gonna swallow her receipts and shit. Mama, what you think somebody gonna do with your receipt? My card number might be in there.
But what's crazy though, like you just said, people write checks. Guess what's on the check? Yeah. Everything they need.
Yeah.
The account number, your router number,
address,
everything.
Yeah, it is.
You basically handing people information to do whatever they want to do.
Yeah,
that's facts.
Next question.
My last question is, so you kind of told a little bit about what you envision for a Poets Playground, about like being in every state. In the near immediate future, like what's next?
Getting artists to understand how to one, price themselves correctly and work to get it done right here first.
Okay.
I got to get it done right here because right now, artists, again, like I said, it's knowledge. I know what it is. I'm not mad at nobody. I ain't blaming them. Their expectation is, I want you to pay me because I'm the artist. It ain't, I want to be business and make money with you. They don't have that mindset. They have, I would just want to be paid from you. I was having this thought earlier today. I'm not the person that they should be trying to get rich of. I'm a part of the process of you trying to get money to be rich with these other processes that exist like me. So when they think a certain way, they think I'm just supposed to be the one to pay them. I'm the label, the manager.
Yeah.
You know, so they want
come on, Michael Bivins
from me.
Come on, Diddy.
They don't want
cut that check. Birdman.
I'm gonna give you this little bit, and you better understand how you done it here and duplicate the process.
Okay,
just that simple. Once you learn this, understand that this need to be done other places as well, and then understand the other part of the process is you got to make it happen. Like being an entrepreneur ain't for the faint of heart. This ain't like I'm good. I know I got some successful friends that got some great jobs and GMs and all this stuff. But when you gotta own and go get your eat money, it's a different level of grind. Because if you don't get up to do it, it don't happen. And it takes that type of mentality even as an artist. You got to understand this. You can't be part-time in artistry. You can't have your job getting 90% of your time and then you call yourself an artist 10% and think you're going to be able to support yourself as an artist. It don't work that way. Eventually, you got to work on the process of cutting away from the job so you can apply that time to being an artist and making the money on the other side, or else you'll never break away.
No, that's very, very good knowledge, honestly, because I think that people, again, don't understand how hard the business side is. I think they get so wrapped up in I'm good. Well, guess what? Everybody else is good too.
Yeah, competition real.
And that goes back to sports, right? For example, in Pop Warner, you the man.
Yeah.
Getting in middle school, get a little harder.
Oh, yeah.
You get to high school, they ain't fucking around.
You get to college,
and it's kill or be killed.
Oh, yeah.
Because some people want to go to the pros and take care of their family, and they got different
hunger.
In high school, we was doing it for the love, man. I wanted to just wear the jacket. You know what I'm saying? But when you get in college, it's a real job. Like I'm not gonna lie. After the end of my first season of playing basketball, I thank God the season was over.
Yeah.
I love basketball. I ain't gonna say I fell out of love, but I didn't want to do it no more. At the end of that last game, I remember it like yesterday. We was in Oklahoma and we were coming back home. I was like, I don't want to see a basketball. I don't want to watch basketball. I don't want to touch a basketball. I'm done with this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's just with artistry. If you understand that, it's a commitment. It's a commitment. It is not just gonna happen because I don't care. They say do something that you love, and you're like, you can love it all you want. It's a commitment. that you have to get up and do this every day. You're going to have to push through it. Like, I don't care. You can love it as much as you want to say you love it. But I guarantee you, just like you said, you love basketball. I love football. I had to go to practice every day. Every day. It wasn't I ain't going to go to practice today. Don't go. You're going to make up for it.
Yeah, you're going to make up for it.
But they have to do that, and they have to understand that it's that big of a commitment. It's that big of a grind. It ain't just falling into your hands by luck. Again, there's two ways. Know somebody, they'll help you walk through, but even still, you're going to have to pay.
Yeah.
It ain't finna be free.
And since they already know how the work that they had to put up, those people will be the ones to stop fucking with you fastest.
Oh, man.
Because they were like, no, you're not going to use me, and I had to work hard to get here, and you think that I'm just going to
give it to you,
weave you in there, but when I had to work hard, you got me fucked up.
Right. They'll drop you quick.
They'll drop you quicker than ones
call
you know.
And tell you nothing. Won't do it. I do it sometimes. I need to quit that though. They listen, man. They push my buttons, y'all. They be the wildest request. Like, if you send me a number that I'd be like, that's unreal. I ain't responding. I'm just gonna leave you on read. I just don't even have no time. Let me know that you dreaming.
You ain't there.
Yeah, you ain't there. You ain't had to do nothing. You think I'm boo boo the foo foo.
Yep. But they might need you to kind of steer them back into reality.
I hope they learn the process as they go through it, because time is for real not there for a lot of things. Like, I wish time, what to say, I really, as an entrepreneur and doing the stuff I do, I really learned how precious time is.
Yeah.
And how valuable it is. Seconds matter. Like, days fly by now. And I ain't got time. I don't got time. I'm like Charles. I slip my wrist first.
Yeah.
I ain't managing you.
We appreciate you for making time for two more than a pod.
This is fine, right?
Then. So
we appreciate you.
So Frizzy Sykes about to close out. Where can we find you? State your name, state your claim, spit your shit.
Listen, if y'all haven't heard it from the beginning, you definitely find me on social media. Frank Frizzy Sykes is my personal. Poets Playground is the event curator that happens in Nashville every second and fourth Friday of the month. Let me say that real quick one more time. It happens every second and fourth Friday of the month. Let me tell y'all why I said that twice, because sometimes people hear the date of the second and the date of the fourth. It is not the date of the second and the date of the fourth, people. It's the second Friday of every month and the fourth Friday of every month. I got to do that. That's why I'm telling you, D, they can't read. So think about this book, man. Frizzy Productions, you can definitely plug into that. Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. Email me at frankfrizzysykes@gmail.com. Call me 615-624-4174. All the single ladies that's looking for a date and a single man with no kids and broke. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Hey, you know you single when you can just get your number out on social media, or got a business line that you don't be answering.
You better know it.
But no, one more hand clap from Mr. Frank Sykes for pulling up on us. And appreciate y'all for having us. All right, baby. Let's close this out. But I want to close this out with a poem that I wrote.
Okay.
Roses are red. The violets are dead. You want a nigga with dreads? But I got a fade. So I got played. And I never got laid. But you came back when a nigga got paid. Stay tuned. Next poetry about, the 7 days waiting for your girl to come off her period. Okay.
Okay. If you want to see Marcus and some other dope poets, check out Poets Playground, y'all. I'm telling you, it's an experience. It's a vibe. You can get you some food. There's a bar in the back of Island Vibes. I don't know if y'all knew about. So if you want a little drinky drink, and after a few drinks, you might feel good and decide to get up on stage. But no, definitely check it out.
Yeah, Island Vibes is dope. Frank has brought a whole different vibe to Island Vibes.
Yeah.
And so we definitely appreciate him. And we have a venue for our lovely versus battle, and it's gonna be Island Vibes. So man, y'all come check us out for there. I want y'all to make sure that when y'all do come out there, make sure you are tipping the bartenders, make sure y'all buying plenty of drinks, plenty of hookahs. Come out there, just have a real good party. Connect with Frank, because you might want to get on stage with Frank at Poets Playground. Go see Frank at Poets Playground. You got some productions. Holla at him. He did our production for our live podcast shows. He built a stage from scratch. This motherfucker went and rented a truck, went and got the stage, came and built it. I said, this man
arranged the seats and everything, did the lighting.
Talented.
Yeah.
That's what entrepreneurs do. If you need him, reach out to him. He'll get it done. And if he can't get it done, he'll YouTube it. We out this bitch. Y'all have a great night.
Bye, y'all.